is on. Karts off the grid, onto the track. 2 rolling laps, 8 race laps. See the drivers trying to get some temperature into the tyres. Spenley, Moolsdale, Dimitrov. Now, although they've got the UK flag, they're racing under a British licence, which is why they've got the Union flag next to them. But Spenley is very French, and Dimitrov, even though he's currently residing in Manchester, he is very Bulgarian. But they race in the UK every weekend. Well, most weekends. They're now based in the UK, running on a British licence. Well, Evan Spenley. Now Evan knows how to control a race from the front. It's all very good thinking about leading, but when you're a driver, that first time you're actually in the lead, all the thoughts about what it's going to feel like go out the window, and you're just thinking, oh my goodness, don't throw it off. Are they going to catch me? Are they going to catch me? And it does take time for a driver to stop thinking about what's happening behind you when you're leading. Only concentrate on what is happening in front of you and hitting your marks. You cannot control what happens behind you. You can only control what happens ahead of you. And if you're in the lead, keeping that clear track, that clear view. So Evan now knows how to manage one of these heat races. But he's got his 2 teammates, Angus Moolsdale and Georgi Dimitrov, all around him. Luis Delbart is there as well, and Chris Lulham, who made some early progress in that number 1 kart, then fell back. Will he have a better run of things in this race? And can Delano Vanthoff in kart number 17 also make his mark again? We're going to find out very shortly. Spenley slowly bringing them into turn number 10 now. Now into turn number 11. Moolsdale with the St Andrews cross on the top of his crash helmet. We'll be trying to anticipate Evan Spenley's start and get around the outside of turn 1 and turn 2 to take the lead. You can come out of turn 2 on the outside, but alongside the leader. You've got the inside line for turn 3 and you're away. Here we go. Lights are not out. It's a false start. Or is it? It certainly is. I saw the yellow lights flashing on the gantry, and we will go around again. And so Angus Moolsdale gets a second bite of the cherry. So will this relax Evan a little bit, or make him even more nervous? Angus Moolsdale, a bit more experienced, and someone getting back into position. That's Dan Traeger, just manoeuvring himself back onto the outside of the 5th row of the grid. Try again. Here, no, not here we go just yet. They're coming down the short straight into turn number 9. Flat out right-handed kink. Now into turn 10. Now at some point this weekend, someone, I am convinced, is going to go for a bit of a banzai move into turn number 10. Because you need to kind of turn away from the corner before you actually turn in. It flicks to the right before you go left. And there is there's obviously different circuit variants here at Salbris, shorter circuits for the rental carts, and on the exit of turn 10 there is like an access road, which is, you know, part of one of the cut-throughs for the hire carts, and the drivers are looking at that thinking, ooh, that's tarmac, and it's not going to slow me down, so if I send one at the inside I might be able to get onto the tarmac and make a move. But we're off and racing, and it's a good start from Evan Spenley, who takes the lead, and already Dimitrov and Moolsdale having to defend. Well, Dimitrov starts into second place, defends against Moolsdale, and that has allowed Spenley to get away nice and cleanly 4th place, that looks like Chris Lulham has made a good start into P4 in that number 1 kart. But it's Spenley, Dimitrov, Mooresdale, and then it's like Lulham through turn number 6 they go. Lulham very, very strong away, and already Mooresdale and Lulham making a move on Dimitrov. Lulham there squeezing Angus Mooresdale wide, coming through turn number 8 into P number 2. Obviously he did not like not winning a race earlier, and he's going to make amends straight away. Now Evan Spenley will have his work cut out. He's made a good start. The rest of the field filing through turn number 11. Delano Van Hoff battling with Eduardo Cosateng, but Van Hoff has not made up a huge amount of places. The end of lap number 1, it's Spenley, Lulham, Dimitrov, Mooresdale, Alex Walker in the number 25 kart. Then it is Kai Askey, Enzo Juli, Luis Del Bart down to 8th. Josh Dufek, Shihab Al-Habzi is 10th. Then it's Isaac Hadjar, Eduardo Cosateng, Delano Van Hoff, Senna Eckers and Daniel Traeger. Mooresdale pushing his teammate Dimitrov up to Chris Lulham, trying to stay with the number 1 plate kart. But the Piers Sexton Racing machine is closing in on race leader Evan Spenley hand over fist, and I don't think it's going to be long before Spenley sees a pink and blue flash in his peripheral vision as Lulham makes his move through turn number 10 towards 11. Lulham not close enough yet. There's a move from Mooresdale up on Dimitrov, but Dimitrov holds him off. Spenley leads at the end of lap number 2. Lulham in his wheel tracks though. Then it's Dimitrov, Mooresdale, Walker, Askey, Juli, Al-Habzi, Dufek and Hadjar. Oh, and Dimitrov runs a little bit wide at turn 2. There's the move though from Chris Lulham, and Chris Lulham into turn number 3 takes the lead of the race. Spenley now just needs to tuck in behind Chris Lulham and just follow the defending champion and number 1 plate holder, because they're scrapping like cats and dogs over 3rd. Mooresdale has it now from Dimitrov. Then it's Walker on the Mad Croc kart, and behind them Kai Askey and Enzo Juli are all bunched in as well. Good drive so far from the Frenchman Juli in kart number 19. And just behind at the end of that group is the blue number 43 kart of Shihab Al-Habzi. But Lulham already stretching away from Spenley. And Spenley wants to try and stay with Lulham and just use Lulham as a guide. Allow the race leader to tow you around. If he loses track of Chris Lulham, he will fall back into the clutches of this group on screen now. And there's the move from Kai Askey into turn number 2 over Alex Walker. Walker ran a little bit wide coming out of turn number 1, bounced over the curb, unsettled the kart, and Askey capitalised. Shihab Al-Habzi, 63.470, new fastest lap for the driver in 8th place. And to be fair to Evan Spenley, he's doing exactly the right thing. He is not trying to fight Chris Lulham, he's just trying to follow him and hope that Lulham, the pace that Lulham has, will keep him clear of the pack behind. However, Angus Mooresdale in kart number 23, as you can see on your screen, is closing in, and not into turn number 11, but he thought about making a move. Mooresdale is half a dozen kart lengths in front of Askey and Dimitrov, who are next in line. They complete lap number 4 of 8, so we're on lap number 5. Enzo Juli up into 6th position. Walker has slipped back to 7th. And Angus Mooresdale is beginning to push Evan Spenley back up to Chris Lulham. So Lulham is not getting away. And there's the proof. 1 minute 3.103 seconds, new fastest lap to Angus Mooresdale. And so Lulham isn't able to break the slipstream in the tow. Back at the pack, there's Daniel Traeger. You can see at the end of your screen trying to make a move on Senna Eckers for 14th place. Delano Van Hoff still down in 13th. And there's the move for second. Mooresdale passing Spenley for P2. Turn number 8, and Mooresdale now sets off behind Lulham, and that was quite a good move there from Mooresdale because it didn't cost him much momentum. In fact, he is closer than ever to Chris Lulham as they come in at turn number 11. Lulham runs a little bit wide there on the exit, the mechanics looking on nervously. Lulham just ran onto the concrete exit strips. That's cost him a little bit of momentum. Mooresdale is there. Will Angus Mooresdale dive to the inside into turn number 2? No, because Lulham defends. There's a change for third place. Dimitrov now comes in on Spenley, but Spenley calmly gets back across to the inside for turn number 3 to hold on to third position. Enzo Juli, 1 minute 02.785 seconds, fastest lap. There's the change for the lead. Angus Mooresdale gets alongside Chris Lulham, going into turn number 5, takes over top spot on lap number 6. Well, Chris Lulham is surrounded by Fusion carts. It's Fusion first, third, fourth, fifth, with Chris Lulham all on his own in second. Lulham through turn number 10. The back of that group, Enzo Juli in the number 19 cart, still in touch. But Chris Lulham has not been able to get straight back in on Angus Mooresdale. Evan Spenley is keeping Chris Lulham honest. Then there's a slight gap to Dimitrov and Askey. There's Dimitrov in cart 1, 2, 3. Askey has a look. Kai Askey makes the move into turn number 2. Runs a little bit wide though. Dimitrov gets him back. Enzo Juli watching this to see if he can spot an opening. Behind Juli, Alex Walker, Isaac Hadjar and Shahib Al-Habsi aren't too far behind either. Near is Luis Del Bart or Eduardo Costa. In fact, all 15 carts are still pretty much in the same general area. There's no huge gaps developing, so one mistake from any of the front runners could mean the difference between first and last, especially as we're now approaching the business end of proceedings, with Angus Mooresdale leading into turn 10. Lulham, Spenley, Dimitrov, Askey, Juli and Walker. Here's Enzo Juli briefly in cart number 19, chasing the number 15 of Kai Askey. That's for 5th position. And Angus Mooresdale starts his final lap. Enzo Juli starting to work over Georgi Dimitrov. Around the outside comes Isaac Hadjar in cart number 18. Can Hadjar make the move? No, he gets squeezed wide. Alex Walker actually passes Hadjar at the exit of turn number 2. Dimitrov's under real pressure, but Angus Mooresdale isn't under any real pressure. As they head down towards turn number 5, Lulham isn't close enough to even think about a lunge up the inside. So, Mooresdale, coming out of turn 6 now, has just got to try and maintain his composure. Lulham may get close enough into the final corner, but he's got Evan Spenley right behind him, and Spenley in cart number 33, if he can get to Lulham's rear bumper, he might make a move into this corner now. Into turn number 11, Mooresdale hangs on. Lulham, Spenley, second and third. Askey, great drive from Kai Askey in 4th place, but it is going to be Scotland's Angus Mooresdale in cart 23 who takes the checkered flag here in the 2nd Junior X30 race by just under half a second from Chris Lulham. Evan Spenley, the poleman, a well-deserved 3rd. That's 2 good runs for him so far. Kai Askey, another driver having a very, very good day on his X30 Euro Series debut. He finishes 4th. Georgi Dimitrov comes home in 5th position, just holding off Isaac Hadjar in 6th. Enzo Juli in 7th. There's Alex Walker in 8th. 9th for Shihab Al-Habsi, and Eduardo Cosateng rounds out the top 10. Josh Dufek 11th. Delano Vanterhoff, have to say a disappointing 12th. Senna Eckers 13th. Dan Traeger 14th, and Luis Del Bart, well, I was saying that nobody had an issue. Luis Del Bart did have an